All right, let's see if anybody comes in now that I had to start a new live because this dang YouTube won't let me into that live. Ridiculous. Y'all, I just landed 2 fish back to back. What's up, Dale? Sorry, y'all, I had to start a new live. It wouldn't let me in. I just landed 2 fish back to back. I landed about a 3 pound flatty and about a 10 pound blue. Give me a second. I got to get another bait out there. That bait don't look bad, but I done caught 2 fish on it, and I got plenty of fresh bait, so I'm gonna get him out there, get a fresh one out there, see what happens. What's up, y'all? Sorry, I had to start another live. I don't know why, but YouTube wouldn't let me into that live. I was gonna be a minute late anyway, cause I was landing a fish. Of course, I'm putting my Muddy River rods, my pink rod, up against my Mad Cast rod. Muddy River's kicking it. Jesse, hey baby. Weed, how's it going? Let's see who else come in here. Dale. Uh, I caught a flathead, about a 3 pound flathead on that rod. 2 minutes later, casted that bait out, no exaggeration. Landed a 10 pound blue, which just took, it looked like a zombie. His face was all chewed up. I got a video of it. I'm gonna post it later on. That'd be a 2 fish video, maybe 3, because after I end this live, I might go a little bit. Connor's Homesteading, how's it going? I was actually out for about 45 minutes to an hour and didn't have but one nibble. And then this rod over here, this pink rod, started bouncing. It did that the other night. Every few minutes I was getting hit. So I just put a fresh piece of bait on there, casted it back out. I may re-rig this Mad Cat's rod because I've also got spooks on the Mad Cat rod. I don't have no luck in this river with spooks. So I may take the spook off of that to even it out because that pink rod's done caught 3 fish in the last 2 trips, and this rod's caught none. So we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I had to start a new live. It would not let me in that live for nothing. Would not. I'm hoping that the bite keeps up like it was. I put it right back out there with a fresh bait, exactly where I had it a minute ago. So we gonna see. I've also on my purple rod, I've got Nightcrawler. Got Nightcrawler on my purple rod, my Mad Cats and my Muddy River rod both have cut bluegill. I got a head on the pink one and a good body chunk on the green one. Both them fish come on a head chunk. So here in a little bit, when I go to switch out this leader and put a regular leader on there instead of that dang, what they call it, spook, because I got my own spooks now. I'm gonna go ahead and put a headpiece on it and see what happens because they was hitting that head pretty quick. But my purple rod's gonna have Nightcrawler on it all night. They just released 10,000 sturgeon into the Ohio River when I was told by some ladies that come up here earlier down by Evansville. James, how's it going? And they just released 10,000 sturgeon. Well, my buddy caught one on a Nightcrawler 2 days ago, less than a quarter mile down the road, or down the river. And he had to come this way past my spot to get to the other spot. Dave, how's it going? So if he had to come past my spot, chances are there's still some more out here. Now they're all small babies. They said in between 2 and 3 pound sturgeon. But there are sturgeon in the river, or they put some in there, like I said, about 10,000 of them. So I'm gonna keep that night crawler rod out all night until I leave to make sure. I'll change out the night crawler here and there, but other than that, it's staying out all night. That flathead, when I hooked him, I drug a half a tree in with him, almost I thought I was gonna break off. And now I got a tree, big old log, probably 8 foot long, blocking my path of reeling in fish. And I don't really want to go out there in the water to mess with him too much because, well, my shoes ain't waterproof, so I don't want to walk out there and it's a little cold tonight. Abbott, how's it going? Sorry, buddy, I had to change out the live because it wouldn't let me into the other live. Been out here for about an hour before I went live. The last 10 minutes, I done landed 2 fish. So, knock on wood, those ain't the only two. They were both on the pink rod down here. They just subtle bites like this. The first one I knew was a flathead because I kept on doing that. And then the second one, it just, within 3 minutes of casting it back out, it goes. I'm like, oh, fish on. Cool. Now, unfortunately, I just changed out my rigs because we had that challenge that was supposed to happen tonight. We had to postpone because normally I run 10 to 12 aught circle hooks on all my rods, except for my bait rod, my night crawler rod. I run about a 3 aught, 4 aught, in case I want to catch a carp or something. But I changed out all my hooks. I went down to size 8s. They're a thin wire 8 circle hook, 8 aught circle hook. Um, and when I changed all that out, now I can't run live baits because the hooks are way too small for the bluegill I got. And I got down here, I had my bluegill in a bag, a Ziploc baggie, because I just caught them, threw them in a baggie, and just I'm going to the river. Get down here, I still had 4 of them flopping. I wanted to put a live bait out, but I already had to re-rig the purple rod, and I was fighting with the daylight because I got down here probably about 40 minutes later than what I wanted to, almost an hour later than I wanted to. So, boy, my fingers feel rough, man. His teeth were sharp. He's a little too small to spawn. He's about 10 or 12 pounds. He's too small to spawn, but boy, he had one whole eye was all wiped out, like just like zombied out. Had scars all over him like he'd been fighting. And this water's still too cold for them to be spawning here. They shouldn't start spawning here for about another 2 or 3 weeks. I know I'm not gonna get lucky enough, but boy, I hope a sturgeon comes through here tonight and bites one of my rods. I surely do. I don't care if it's a pound, a 2 pound. Okay, I missed a comment. Okay, baby. That's fine. Just like I said, just give me a call. Let me know. My daughter's thinking about coming down, meeting down. She come down last week or the other day with me. She had a good time. I come down with a buddy of mine, the guy that caught the sturgeon. Well, that's what I say too. Well, would say too, Connors. But unfortunately, here in the Ohio River, I don't usually have luck on live bait. I've casted out. I've had bullheads out. I've had live green sunfish. I've had live bluegill. They don't want to touch it. I can throw out a piece of cut bait and they hit it every time. But since I put the spook on the green rod, when I put it on there, I put a live bait on it last week, and it started getting hit. I'm like, well, that's the first time I've ever had hits. I've only caught one fish on live bait in the last 10 years in this river. One. So everything I catch comes on cut bait. But I did get some action on that center on that green rod, on a live bluegill the last time I had a live bluegill on there. So I really wanted to try it again, but I had done downsized my hooks. So I did bring my flathead hooks with me this time. Normally I run circle hooks, but if I get plagued like I did last week, the other day when I was down here, I got plagued by flatheads. It's a good plague to have. It honestly is. They're all babies. They're all 3, 4 pound. Just little baby flats. But you know, it's a good plague to have to be plagued by flatheads. So if they start plaguing me like they did last week, I will change out the hooks and put regular J hooks on there. I brought my big J hooks down here because it's easier to hook a flathead than with a J hook than it is a circle. But man, that fish's teeth was rough. Oh well. And if we get a fish, if we oh my new swag, I ain't showed everybody yet. So I'm working on a new idea for some merch, y'all. If I can get the company to come in and come low enough on the price to where I can do it without it costing too dang much. I got the official Your Boy Troy Catfishing. Got the logo right here on the side. It says Your Boy Troy on the front. Catfishing on the back. We got my lucky number 13. And I got the matching hat to go with it. So if I can get them to come down, they said they can work out a better deal on the price if I buy in bulk. So we're gonna see what they can do. They said I can probably get it for about 30% cheaper if I buy them in bulk. If I can buy them 30% cheaper, then that should get it down low enough. I won't make any money off of them, which I don't care. I mainly just like to get my merch out there. But at the same time, I can at least get them where people can afford them. Because right now they're a little expensive. Right now they're like 45 bucks. So I gotta try to get the price down to where people can afford them. Seen somebody come in. Dripped out, yeah. I'm dripped out, baby. My new shoes ain't too white no more though. They done seen better days today. I done landed in the creek twice, trying to jump over the creek to get to the other side of the creek. I went to the small creek I did a short on, y'all. I did a short like I think 2 weeks ago about a small hidden creek. I went in there today to try to do some fishing to check it out and do a video. And that didn't turn out too good because unfortunately uh, they the water it's starting to get stagnant and get moss on it, so the fish were not biting. I sat down there for 30 minutes 40 minutes, didn't get a nibble, and I'm like, I ain't got time to wait. I need to go someplace I can get some bait. So I wound up going to my bait spot. Didn't think I'd have any luck, and at first I wasn't having any luck. Then all of a sudden they just started hitting it. They wasn't no huge fish, no huge baits, but I got some decent sized bluegills, so we got bait. And apparently it was working because I done landed 2 before the live. So that's so far for the year since I started doing this challenge, the Mad Cats versus Muddy River Rods. So far here, turn my camera up here. Muddy River's ahead by 3. Flathead to 0. Mad Cats to 0. And I've normally been here lately. I've been running 2 Mad Cats versus the 1 Muddy River Rod. And if you go by that, then it's Muddy River Rod 1, Mad Cat, and Mad Cats 1, and Muddy River Rod 3. Because I got the medium action puzzle rod I use for a bait rod or small fish rod, and I caught about a 3 pound channel the other night on it. That's the only action I've had on the Muddy River rods. I mean, not the Muddy River rods, the Mad Catch rods. I'm sorry, y'all. A little cold out here. I'm getting dysfunctional. I've been fighting with this dang No Pro all night because it don't want to tighten up and it wants to slide down and just fall. Just I'm gonna have to grab some pliers and do something with it because it's jammed up. It ain't gonna do nothing. But it'll be alright. I don't think I'm worried about speech. And I just put fresh baits out on the fresh bait on the green one and the pink one right before I went live. I had just put a fresh bait on the green one, and while I was put it down, as soon as I put it down, while I was cutting a fresh bait for the pink one went over. So I just put it out when we started live. So here in a little bit, I'm gonna change out the baits again on the green one and check my nightcrawler rod. Which rod do I prefer or like better? The Muddy River rods. I honestly do. I mean, I love the colors of the Mad Catch rods. I do. They're beautiful. I wanted one for so long and didn't have the money to get them. Now I've got 4, and I've only caught 1 fish in the last 2 years on the Mad Catch rods. 1 fish. And that was the other night I caught a channel cat. My wife got me a Gold Rush year before last at the Cat Con, and I've never caught a fish on it. Never. Well, I take it back. I caught a drum, but I kind of cheated on catching that drum because I saw him swimming around in a little area, and I threw it out because I had a night crawler on it when I was down there by the falls. Oh, hold on, my daughter's calling y'all. Hello. Hey, what are you doing? I'm sorry. That figures. Well, that's fine. Okay, baby, I love you. Let me know as soon as you get across the railroad tracks. That way I can shine a light. Okay. All right, I love you. But let me know. Wait till then, because I gotta run away with my rod. So I gotta run up the hill and I'll put a spotlight facing that direction. All right, I love you. Bye. All right, here in a minute, my daughter's gonna come on down. My wife's gonna drop her off at the top of the hill, and I gotta go up there and put a spotlight so she can see where it come down at, where I'm at, because it's dark up there, and I don't want nothing getting them. Yeah. Of course, she's meaner than the creatures in these woods. I can promise you that now. A lot meaner than these creatures in this woods. She actually caught something on camera the other night, y'all. Yes, I fished the Salt River. I didn't have much luck. The part that I fished, right where the Ohio River and the Salt River meet, there's a boat ramp because most of the places in this area in Louisville shut down at dark. Right at 9 o'clock, they shut down. It's over. You can't go there. Well, there's a 24-hour boat ramp there. So I decided I was going to try there. Well, I'd cast out. Every time I reel in, I'd break off. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying, baby. But every time I cast out and try to reel in, I'd break off. I'm like, what's going on? And then I found out there's a concrete trench that goes all the way through it that they've dug out for the boats to come in. And once you cast out, if you're on the bank and you cast out, you don't get your line back. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go here no more. And then I did fish right where the Salt River and Ohio River meet connects on the other side, and I got some decent bites, but we had some issues there and we had to leave. I've been wanting to go back, but I haven't had a chance to yet. But that's in the plans. Oh, she's tough cookies, all right. She is very tough. Oh, and she went. Make sure I can get my charger back in. Give me a second, y'all. I'll move my dirty hand. Put the phone back in. I don't like this connector. It, this clamp that holds my phone, it does not work for crap. I was trying to lift it up where y'all can see the tip of the rods, and of course that don't want to work. There we go. I should be able to see more of the tips. Alrighty, that'll work. Yeah, that's what another issue I was having. I was catching, going in there, and I was getting decent bites right there. But every time I go to hook into something, it would just snap me off, and I couldn't figure out why. I knew there was something going on. That explains it if there's a big pile of rubble and debris there. Oh yeah, I caught on to it. I caught on to it. Spell check is just crazy. Yeah, that's about where I was at right there. If you got the bridge going here, I was on the right side of the bridge. If well, it depends what side you're coming from, but I was on one side of the bridge, right where Salt River's real narrow. I was right in there where it was real narrow, and then I come out another time and I went to the part where it got wider, where it opened and actually connected to the Ohio River, which is the part I wanted to fish in the first place, where it connects. Trying to get this thing to adjust enough to where y'all can see all the tips of the rods. I'm not worried about my ugly mug, but there we go. That's a little better. I mean, I could always just move the rods down about an inch or two, and then y'all be able to see the tips of them without me moving them. But I'm kind of confused, y'all. Kind of confused. As fast as those two fish hit back to back, I'm surprised it ain't happened again. I was really hoping on another takedown. Of course, you never know. When you're fishing, you never know. James Bailey, how's it going? We got two on the bank so far, right before the live. I got a video of them, so I'll be posting that video later. It's gonna be a short video because, well, I was told to start making my videos longer because I normally make them 2 or 3 minutes. I was told to make them longer and show more of the fight, so that's what I'm gonna do. I think you did. It was a lot tighter than it had more tension on it than it does now. I think there's something out there playing with it. Of course, that could be a flatty too because out here I've caught all kinds of flatties on Nightcrawler. I don't know what it is. They bite on everything. Turtle Lady, how's it going? I got two right before the live, and then I just caught both them fish on that pink rod, and right before the live. That's why I had to start another live because for some reason it wouldn't let me start my live. Wouldn't let me go into it. I had to start a new one because I had one already scheduled, and I was in the process of letting the second fish go, which was about a 10 to 12 pound blue that took half my fingers off. I tell y'all, if y'all see that video, I hope that one eye shows up real good because it looked like a zombie. I mean, the eye was all like zombified. Half his body looked like it was all chewed up, and then the other part just was normal. And he did not fight at all. He did not fight. He didn't have no fight in him. I felt him jerk twice, and then I just pulled him straight on up. He didn't even fight. He's just like, come on, just go ahead and pull me in, buddy. Just let me go. Eugene, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. I got me some new lights, y'all. I ain't been using them much. I don't know if y'all can see those or not. Uh, with me lowering my camera or raising my camera like I did, but let's see if it lights up anything more. I want y'all to be able to see if I catch anything. So, y'all can't really see it. I dropped the camera down here. If we get a fish. Of course, that might be the issue also right there because normally if I shine light in the water here, they don't bite. And I forgot to turn my light off. I turned it on while I was landing that fish with the camera. Because right here on the ground, I got a little spotlight, little work light. Matter of fact, I got me one of these little LED work lights right here that's super bright. It's super bright. I got one attached to a pole with a with a Pour Pro is what I call them, Pole Pros, strapped to it to record. And I forgot to turn that light off. What's up, bro? Now, I ain't got the No Pro. I got the Pro. You know, the Pour Pro. Because the No Pro that I had, the one that don't record sound worth crap, is at the house. I stopped using it. I might start using it again, even though it sounds crappy. These actually have microphones that can plug into them. I haven't done it yet to see how they work. I've got one in my bag. I just ain't done it yet. But I noticed that the video quality on these at night and in the dark does not show up. My other one with this headlamp on, it lights up everything enough to where it all shows and glows and picks up in the camera. These don't pick up too good like that, so I may be going back to the No Pro with the generic sound. Haven't figured that one out yet. I was going to try to go to Brandenburg tonight, but that didn't happen. My buddies couldn't make it out here to get me and everything else, so and him and his old lady's doing some other stuff tonight. They're spending time together, so here in a second I need to start tying another rig because I want to even the playing field. I haven't had no luck on those spooks whatsoever. They're custom. They're my custom spooks, but it's like I ain't had no luck on them at all. Yeah, they're lit up real good tonight, her lady. And the bad about it is they've already been on for an hour and a half. They've been on for an hour and a half already. I'm surprised the batteries ain't start. Well, I got new batteries this year, so they shouldn't go dead that quick. But when I very first turned them on, they was real bright. Yeah, when my daughter gets down here, I'm gonna take this spotlight up on the hill, turn it on to where she can see where she's going. I think as soon as I do that, I guess I'll start making a new leader because I wanna even it out. I honestly believe I honestly believe sometimes 351, how's it going? I honestly believe sometimes them rattles and stuff scare these fish off. I honestly do because I get a tap on the green rod and it'll never come back to it. Tap the pink rod, it'll come right back every time. The green rod, it don't. Once it gets a tap, it's over. They don't come back to it. I don't know if the rattle scares them off or what. But if I get another bite on that pink rod and I don't get another one, I'll get one on the green rod. Then I'm changing that leader out, taking that spook off there and putting just a regular line on there, and I'm gonna put a big head on there. Cause so far both fish I landed tonight have been on a headpiece, been on the head. So I didn't know if I get one. I didn't know if I get a fish in at all. As cool as it is outside tonight. This temperature dropped big time. I'm talking, we we probably dropped 20 degrees. I think it's only supposed to get, I think it's supposed to go down to like 54 degrees tonight. And then it'll be 90. I think Friday they're talking it's going to be 90. Let me go, give me a second, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get this leader started. I want to go ahead and get this leader started because I want to go ahead and make sure that I can change it out whenever I need to. I think, Connor. All right, go get these pieces of leader line. Already got a piece cut. Cool. That's a size 6. I want a size 8. I'm a downsize. I ain't downsizing that small. Well, I thought that was. Hmm. Oh well. Yeah, I was down when I got down here. 3 young ladies come down here and were talking to me about my rods. Come up from the restaurant. One of them looked down. She goes, "You want a fishing lure?" I'm like, "Do what?" She said, "There's a fishing lure up here, tangled in the tree roots." I'm like, "Sure." So she handed me a lure. I don't know what kind it is yet. I can't tell if it says head. I think it's a head and lure. It is a surfer spook. So it's a spook. It's an actual spook lure. Well, these hooks. Them hooks are rusted. But it is what it is. I'm going to re-rig. Here in a few minutes, I'm going to re-rig that green line. Like I said, I went from, I normally run 10 and 12 aughts. I'm dropping down to a 8 aught. Downsize my baits, I mean, downsize my hooks a little bit. My buddy's always getting on me about that because he comes down here and uses these size 2 hooks and stuff. And he's like, "Man, I catch fish all the time." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't count a 1 pound fish as a fish." He goes, "Hey, a 1 pound fish is better than no fish." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." He said, "Man, just try it." I was like, "You know what? I gotta I gotta get out of this trophy catfishing I do. I mean, I do. All I want to do is catch trophy catfish, and I need to get into it back." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1 pound fish is bait. You know, That's my normal philosophy. I normally run 10 or 12 aught circle hooks and a 1 pound bait. But, I figure, I'll go ahead and downsize, see what happens. I've got to get back. I got to get back in the swing of things. I got to get where fishing was fun. I've done this trophy cat fishing for almost 30 years, or actually over 30 years, where I just target the biggest fish in the water and not target anything else. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I need to get back into it. I've been fishing with my buddy Lurch. He's trying to start a YouTube channel here soon, hopefully. He's gonna have an adult channel, as far as it won't be like mine. Mine's PG and family friendly. His will have a little more cussing than mine does and stuff, because that's just the way he is. He's used to TikTok, so he's just how he does things. But he comes out, he goes fishing all the time. He's actually a pretty dang good fisherman. But we go out. We've been went fishing about 9 times together this year. So I'm trying to pull it off to where I'll downsize everything. But tonight I really got no choice, because I downsized all my baits for the challenge. Yeah, small baits and stuff, still get them though. But I downsized all my hooks for the challenge. Which the cool thing about it is, besides the fact of catching the bait, I would have been up on the board. I would have been on the board tonight. I didn't think I'd be on the board tonight. The other night we wasn't getting bites until 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I couldn't keep my rod still. So, all right, y'all, gotta answer that phone. Follow my daughter. That's why I carry 2 phones with me. Hello. No, I'm just live. That's about it. Okay, baby. Well, she said something about that, so that's fine, and I understand. I told her just to let me know, call me as soon as she gets over the railroad tracks, and then I'll put my spotlight up at the top of the hill where I'm at, where she can follow it on down. If she wants to come over, you can drop her off over here. She'll have to walk back with me. But let me get off here, baby, since I'm in a live for one and two, so I can get this rig set up. I'm gonna get ready to re-rig the green rod, because I done landed 2 fish on the my muddy river rod, my pink rod, right before the live. So the green rod ain't got tapped. So it's time to change that rig. All right, and I love you. Bye, baby. How's this phone work? There we go. All right, y'all. Sorry about all the interruptions. I'm just trying to get my family down here, come down here with me. My daughter wants to come down, and my wife don't feel like it. She come down the other night, and they sit out here in the cold with me. Me and my buddy Lurch. My buddy Lurch had to leave at 2 o'clock. That's the funniest part. He had to leave at 2 o'clock. We had done had 4 or 5 fish in the bank. 2 small channels, like 3 pound channels, and I caught like a 4 or 5 pound channel. He done landed those on the bank, and then he had to leave, and he left right at 2 o'clock because he had to pick up his wife, take her to work, and he goes to leave, and he gets probably halfway up this hill, and that orange rod, I had just casted it out in that spot, just casted it out. He goes to leave, gets up top of the hill, and that rod just starts going like this. He been in that spot all night, and it just starts doing like this. And about that time, I go flatty on, go over, crank down on him, hook into the flatty. He's going up the bank, up the hill, and I yell up there. I'm like, I just landed a flatty. Yeah, it was hilarious. All right, I'm gonna redo this green rod, y'all. I'm pulling it in. I'll show you what I'm working with. All right, this is what I was working with on the green rod, y'all. I got one of my signature series spooks on here. One of my spooks, custom painted. I got a bead, a rattle, and some beads on there. And it, as you can tell, you can hear it. But I ain't got a bite on it. It does not. I don't get bites on it. I don't get nibbles or nothing. And everybody's like, "Oh, spooks are the way to go." Well, not here. It ain't. They don't work here. All my fish have come on rods without spooks and without rattles. So I'm guessing if I want to try to land a fish on this green rod, I need to even it out and try to go ahead and take the spook off. Because if not, I'm not gonna have any luck. I don't think. So I'm gonna re-rig it without the spook and just put a. Oh, I have all kinds of current. Did you see my sinker? 8 ounce egg. I gotta run 8 to 10 ounces here, and half the time, even running 8 or 10 ounce, it still won't stay in place. Still won't stay in place with 8 or 10 ounce. But it they just don't like it. I don't know what it is down here. They just don't like this. I guess it's the sound. But see, the spot eye fish is weird. Um, oh, did you see it with a second time? Yeah, it's a big old 8 ounce egg sinker. The spot eye fish head is weird. As you see, if I turn this light off, it's pitch black. It is pitch black. Besides the moonlight, there is no. You see the factory? You could probably see the factories down at the end down there. That's probably 4 miles down the river. You have to go another 8 miles down the river this way, or 6 miles down the river this way, to find buildings that's got light. There's a few houses over here on the side, over here across on the Indiana side, but they're up on the mountain side. So this area stays dark. There's no artificial light whatsoever. None. And these fish have been prone to learning to fish or feed in total darkness to surprise the fish and to get their food and stuff. They feed in total darkness. And I think when you change that up, they're it gets them skittish. If I shine a light out there, 90% of the time I can shine a light out there, and for even if I'm getting a bite every 20 minutes, that will stop as soon as the light hits the water, and I won't get another bite for maybe an hour because I done scared them all away. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just change out this spook just in case it is scaring them, because I'm thinking that's what's happening. I'm thinking that they feed in a certain pattern here. They want it dark and quiet. Right now, it should be prime bite time because my water looks like a sheet of glass. It literally looks like a sheet of glass. But if I throw something out there, it'll go down to like 2 or 3 mile an hour. Just, but the top of it looks like a sheet of glass. Usually, when it looks like that's when I get my best fishing. That's when the big ones usually come in here. So, trying to be optimistic and hope that works and they come in. I'm also going to change this bait out and put a head bait on it because both those fish I caught earlier was on head baits. And this night crawler rod, I think it's been getting pecked at because it keeps on going tight and loose, tight and loose, tight and loose. So I'm going to pull it in as soon as I get done with this one, get this one set up, get it out. I'm going to go ahead and pull that night crawler rod in put a fresh night crawler on it. I've got about 3 dozen night crawlers with me tonight, so I'm not going to run out. I'd rather keep a fresh bait on there to make sure it's going to do something. All right, make sure I got a good solid knot. And there we go, y'all. We're going to switch it out. Now we got a 8/0 circle hook without that lousy spook and see what happens. I hope them spooks work for everybody else. They don't work for me. I'll probably be giving them away. All right. I'm going to throw a slightly bigger head on this one. Hold that way. All right. That should work. Throw a slightly bigger head on this one. See if I can't entice something a little bit bigger than that last flatty and that last blue. I mean, I'll take 10 and 12 pound blues all night and won't complain. And I'll take 3 pound flatties and not complain either, but I'd rather have at least 5, 10 pound flatty. Do I got a fish on it or did I snag? I don't know what I would have snagged in, but I don't feel nothing fighting me. I don't feel nothing pulling, but it ain't budging. Walk down the bank a little bit, y'all, see if I can't break this free so I don't try to keep from breaking off my line. Alrighty, that worked. I've always learned if you get a snag, the best thing to do is try to walk it down the bank a little bit at an angle. So I got all my gear back, all my whole rig, so we're good there. Carpin, how's it going? River rats, how's it going? We're running bluegill heads, bluegill and sunfish heads on the green and pink rod. This is gonna be my night crawler rod. I'm gonna keep it out all night the best I can with fresh night crawler on it. See if we can't conjure up a special species. Stack on one out there. Alrighty, we back out, y'all. Alright, so now the green rod's got a fresh headpiece on it. And the purple rod's got a new bluegill on it. And that headpiece on the pink one's only been out there for what? Maybe 25 minutes? 30 minutes at the most? How long we been live? No, I've been out there for about an hour, ain't it? Huckleberry, how's it going? We trying to put some on the bank. Trying is the key word. I had two right before the live. Caught about a 3-pound flatty and about a 10, 12-pound blue that was zombified that took my finger off. So if I'm a zombie tomorrow, y'all know why. Ain't no joke. He had some razor sharp teeth. I was scared to put my fingers in his mouth. I ain't never scared to put my finger in a fish's mouth in my life. Boy, I looked at that fish, whole side of his face looked all chewed up and beat up, eye all glossy, white, zombified looking. I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to put my finger in that fish's mouth or not. But I pulled him out, snatched him up, and I tell you what, his teeth was like razor blades. And he had to clamp down, and when I went to put him in the water, I had to drop him about 2 inches because I can't get out. The water's so low right now, I can't get out there because of the mud. Had to drop him about 2 inches, and he clamped down and wanted to slide it off. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. In this area, I wouldn't doubt it. There's a lot of that in this area. River rat, that's cool. Actually, I'm working on them right now because I'm custom painting them all myself. Let me show you what I got right now. These are my green ones. Give me a second, I'll get you another one. I got some orange ones. I'm working on some purple, pink, and some other color ones. And what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about using them to give away. Like for people when they do tournaments and everything, and they're needing stuff to give away for the tournaments as prizes and for the chat and stuff. I'm probably gonna start putting them out there. I mean, my plan was to get about 1,000 of them in, get them all custom painted. I'm trying to set up a rig right now to do the scaling and stuff the way I want it to do, to where I can do a faster pattern, to where I can do multiples at a time, and do a couple hundred of them at a time. And I'm gonna try to get a stamp that's got my logo on it, and I'm just gonna start giving them away. Thought about putting your boy Troy Catfishing and just get a stamp that's got that says your boy Troy Catfishing YouTube or whatever. Stamp it on the bottom of it, and then stamp it on the bottom of it, and before I clear coat them, and then give them away. It actually would be cheaper for me to do the spooks than it is stickers. I went through Sticker Mule last time, and my stickers wound up costing me because they had there was only 2 colors, but they wound up costing me, I think, I want to say $80 for 100 of them, and I had to wait 3-4 months to get them. I can get the spooks on average about 80 cents a piece, on average. And then the paints and stuff, but of course when I buy the paints, they don't cost that much. They don't cost that much at all. I mean, you figure I get one can of paint for $6 and I can paint what, 40 spooks? So in total I have about a buck 25 in each spook. So, it's almost cheaper to give those away than it would be stickers. I'll start carrying a bunch of them around with me when I go out places and stuff and just start handing them to people. I thought about doing that for CatCon next year. For anybody that comes to CatCon, just have me a bunch of spooks with my stuff on, with my info on it, and just hand them out. Blanks, I get them right at $1 a piece. Right at $1 a piece. They're not that expensive. I've got, I think, 60 of them at the house right now. I've only, out of the 60 I've got, I think I've only got 8 of them painted, 9 of them painted. I started painting them and I had to stop to do other stuff. And I was like, well, I'm gonna try out the ones I got painted and see how good they work. Cause everybody swears by spooks. They swear by them. And I've seen a lot of people catch big fish on them and a lot of fish on them. I think it's just the waters that you're in. Like right here, like I said, if I turn the light on, right now I've got my light facing too much towards the water as it is. I need to pull it away from the water a little bit. But as long as I keep my light off the water, I get bites. I put the light on the water, I don't get no bites. I put spooks in the water and don't get hit. They're skittish. I think what it is because this is all a sand flat. All this is sand flats. It just goes down like this, like steps. And there's a hole out here that goes 19 foot, but most of this all out here is 10, 12 foot deep. It's just the shallows and it's all ledges. And it's all sand flat. And it's got a bunch of trees and debris stuck in it everywhere, which gives all the flatheads and all the bait fish coverage. And normally at night, the bait fish are so thick in here, especially the drum, the white bass, and stuff like that, that purple rod, if I throw it out 2 foot, 3 foot out in front of me, it'll bounce like this all night from fish hitting it. But the last 2 trips I've made out, because I come out Wednesday, because that challenge we were supposed to have that we had to postpone till Father's Day, I come out Wednesday to test my luck to see how it would work. Because normally this water, when y'all used to see me fish, I'm usually 10 foot behind me, 20 foot behind me. The water's down that low. I mean, the tree that I have to stand in half the time to cast is 20 foot behind me. So this water is that low. So I guess with all this structure that's normally underwater, they're not coming up here because it's not underwater no more. Yeah, I ain't had no luck off of them, River Rat. I mean, now I use floats to make my like Santee rigs with a float, and I have good luck off of them. But I've only caught one fish with a rattle on it at all, and it was on my pink rod down there. I had a little pink rattle by itself, just a rattle, one of these little spinner rattles, whatever they are. Had one of these on that was pink. Rob, how's it going? And yeah, I got 2 right before the live. I got a about a 3 pound flatty and about a 10, 12 pound blue. But yeah, I mean, on these, I had one of those on there. I didn't have a float of any kind, and I just had it. I casted it out, let it sit on the bottom, and I had it out for less than 10 minutes, and that rod just buckled over. I had my back turned. My little brother was with me. Uh, we had our backs turned, trying to get lights and stuff set up because it was right at sunset. And I turned around, that rod was bent over like this, and he had so much pressure on that rod holder, I couldn't get the rod out of the rod holder. 23 pounds, 23 pounder, buckled it over. I know River Rat's been uh, putting a lot of fish on Facebook. I like to fish in places where people where he's fishing. Cause I promise you right now, the Ohio River ain't like that. The Ohio River's got very little fish in it left, and I don't think there's a fish in this river I ain't put a hook in yet. I don't think there's a fish in this river I haven't put a hook in yet. I guess here in a minute I need to change that pink rod, y'all. It said we've been live for an hour and 1 minute, and I put that out. I put that rod out, what, 5 minutes after I started the live? So that head's been out there for about an hour. So it's got to come in and be changed. It should have been hit by now. Because right where it's at right now is right in that hole where I caught those, where I got those two fish back to back. I sit here for almost an hour with just one little nibble. That's all I got. And then all of a sudden that flatty hit, and then I landed him. I put my rod right back out in the same spot, and I literally, no exaggeration, because unfortunately I smoke. I went to light up a cigarette, and when I went back here behind me to where my other light is to smoke a cigarette away from the camera, and before I could get away from the rod to get up there to light my cigarette, it started getting hit again. That quick. I'm talking within 3 minutes, that second fish hit, and it was just like gone. I thought it was a flatty too because it started tapping it like a flatty does, like this, and then all of a sudden it started going over, and I'm like, well, that's probably a little bit better flatty, but it wound up being a blue, and he didn't fight. I thought it was a flatty all the way to the end because he just laid there and let me drag him like a flatty does, just lay on the bottom. No, he didn't fight one bit. I didn't feel him. I felt him tug once or twice, so I knew he was on the line. But other than that, he didn't fight, man. He just let me drag him. He didn't spin or nothing like they normally do. Yeah, we just getting the rain. And yeah, that's how it works. You walk away to use the bathroom or you walk away to do anything and you turn your back on them rods and they're gone. That's why I'm leaning back out of the camera because I try not to smoke on camera because I've had complaints about it. I mean, in a way, it gets it on my nerves because I'm like, well, it's my channel, y'all. I do what I'm going to do on my own channel. But I am trying to have a kid-friendly channel because I've got grandkids and stuff, and I want kids to learn about fishing. If I can get a kid to come in to learn about fishing, the way I look at it is keep them hooked on fishing, not on drugs. I've been living that way for years, and I want the kids to live that way. That's why I'm trying to get my grandkids out here with me. Keep them hooked on fishing and off of drugs. Actually, Lou, how's it going? Long time no see. Actually, River Rat, I've actually got some of those hookers. Those these are called self hookers, is what they're called. The little cheap plastic ones I got from China 12 years ago. And you put a spike down the ground, and it's got a little clip on it that clips onto your top guide, and you pull it down a little bit, and what you do is you put your line over it, and as soon as you get a bite, it shoots your rod up like a rocket and locks them in. I didn't think they would work. I honestly didn't think they would work, but man, we took them to one of the little stock lakes where it's got 1 and 2 pound fish in it, and we turned around, walking around because we hadn't got no bites all day. Went walking around about that time I hear this. Whoosh. I'm like, what was that noise? Look over and the rod's bouncing like this. I said, oh, we got him. He's on there. I keep on threatening to bring one out to show everybody. I've been threatening to bring them out, but that involves a lot of work because me being a fisherman for so long, when I tell people I've been doing this for 35 plus years and they don't believe me, all they got to do is take a trip into my garage and they'll see what I'm talking about. I've still got the original banjo minnows for bass fishing, the originals. not the remakes, the originals. I still got the original banjo minnows. I've got uh, the original, some of the old original ambassadors. I mean, all the old equipment and those, and a lot of that stuff's in my rafters in my garage, and that's a nightmare. I've thrown about 45 boxes in the rafters to keep them out of my way, so it's a nightmare trying to find all that stuff. Yeah, those banjo minnows, I actually used them last year for the first time. I never even opened up the box. If I would have been smart, I would have never opened the box because I didn't know that if you go online and you got a unopened box, there was people on there offering paying $200 or $300 for a brand new unopened box, and I didn't think about it. I'm like, whatever. And, you know, they wouldn't know that. I mean, they blew up real quick and then they just disappeared. So I'm like, ain't nobody want these things. So instead of me selling them and even looking to see if they was worth anything, which I should have, but I didn't, I opened them up, started pulling them out, and 2 years ago when I first started YouTube, I went and did a bass tournament on Jesse Outdoors, Jesse's, wasn't Outdoors Addictions, it was Jesse's one, I can't remember the guy's name now, but I'm not even a bass fisherman. I took him out. Got a boat going through, y'all. One of us is a fellow YouTuber. We got a lot of them down here in Kentucky that come up and down the Ohio River. We also have also got some guys that come through here that do bow fishing. Um, they shoot all the carp and stuff right up by the bank, and when they come out here during the summer, they usually come out late summer. And when they come through here, a lot of times they'll come through here and ask me if I need bait. They'll be like, "Man, you need some bait," because they know I use carp for bait. And I'm like, "Yeah, if you're gonna kill them, I might as well use them. You know, since they're letting them rot for no reason." So they'll come through here, they'll get one, ride past, pull up kind of like up on the sand a little bit, and throw it up on the bank. They'll still be flopping when he comes in. And I'll get some fresh carp. Man, these rods got to do something. I was so excited. I was so excited when I started getting bites right before the live, thinking, "All right, this is gonna be awesome." Actually getting fish action. And granted, I am gonna put out a video. It might be a two fish video because, well, actually, it might be. I might make it longer than that because I got a bunch of footage from me going to the creek earlier to catch bait. But here comes the waves. Maybe they'll stir the fish up. But I will put a video out for it. But I really want to start catching fish in the live. Speaking of which, I'm about to change out this pink rod. I gotta take a potty break anyway. Change out the. So while I'm taking a potty break, I think I'll change out this head on this pink rod. All right, let me take a potty break, y'all. One of these rods go over, grab it for me. Don't let the fish get my rods. Something's already messing with that orange rod, y'all. I mean, that pink rod. Something's already tapping it. Put that fresh head out there. I already seen it tapping. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a big fish on. As I was coming down the hill, I watched it do like this. So maybe we'll get lucky and get a fish on. Why did my stuff show? Air Run, how's it going? Jeff Elster, how's it going? Sorry, y'all. Possum, how's it going? Sorry, y'all, my chat stopped running. I don't know what happened. For anybody who just came in, I landed about a 3 pound flatty right before the live, and then well, actually I landed a 3 pound flatty, and then a 10 to 12 pound blue back to back. Uh, I landed a 3 pound flatty and about a 10, 12 pound blue back to back within 10 minutes right before the live started. That's why I had to start another live. It wouldn't let me in for some reason. I went to click on the calendar to show for the live to come in, and it would not let me in. I'm like, I know I'm not that late. I was only a minute and a half behind, 2 minutes behind, but it wouldn't let me in. And now I just found out that the dang thing wasn't throwing up. Now I feel bad because I didn't say hi to everybody. Yeah, Ryan. Oh, Possum already left. Yeah, Ryan. Them waves, man. When the boats come through here, especially we get a barge, man, I'll have some waves there, 3 foot high. I hear a boat. I hope it ain't coming back this way. Something trying to come down through the woods. They better not come down through them woods too quick unannounced. Aaron, how's it going? Regulators, mount up. All right, River, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I hope I catch a tank too. Yeah, I'm at the same spot, Jeff. Hey, speaking of that, Jeff, your favorite spot, my buddy goes down there all the time. He was down there 2 days ago. And he caught a sturgeon on a nightcrawler. He fishes exactly the same spot you fish in, and he caught a sturgeon. He said it was only about a 2 pound, 2.5 pound sturgeon, but he said he thought it had about a 10 or 15 pound blue. It fought him to death. He finally got it in. He's like, man, I've never seen one of these in real life. And then I just talked to some ladies that come down earlier, that come down from the restaurant when I first set up. They was trying to see why what was making the rods glow, and they're from Evansville, and she said that they just let 10,000 sturgeon loose in the Ohio River last month. They released 10,000 sturgeon, all of them about anywhere between 1 and 3 pounds. Well, Evansville is that way. Your spot is that way. So if your spot's this way and Evansville this way, and they let them in Evansville, they got to come this way. All right, later, everyone. So I'm hoping they come through here. I told everybody I'm gonna keep a night crawler rod out all night long, just in case. The one thing I didn't ask him was, I know he caught it during the day because his wife works day shift and he's out there during the day, which is one difference I've got. But I also didn't ask him how far out he was either. Now I know sturgeon will bite night and day. I'm not worried about that. I just didn't know what distance he was out. That makes a lot of difference right there too. With them being babies, are they just? Yeah, Carpin. I need to get out here and do more lives. I've actually been out fishing maybe 5 times in the last 3 weeks. But I've been, like I said, I've been fishing with my buddy Lurch. He's mainly on TikTok. I'm trying to get him to get a YouTube channel. He's talking about doing it. He's a real cool guy. I mean, everybody that I hang out with on YouTube and talk to will like him. He's good. He's good people. He's energetic. He's the taller version of me, basically. Uh, he's wanting to start a YouTube channel. The only issue is he's going to have to make his an adult type channel because he cusses more than I do. I mean, when we're down here fishing together, we cuss like sailors. Oh yeah, I understand that, Jeff. But yeah, I'm gonna try to help him the next time he gets a chance to come out to the house. Um, I'm gonna sit down with him and help him set up his YouTube channel, and I'm gonna get him to start coming into the lives and stuff. Right now he's stuck on TikTok. That's another reason why I haven't went live because he walks around with TikTok glued to him. I mean, if he walks out of his car, he's live. So it's kind of hard to go on YouTube live when there's music playing. Oh man, Carpin, that bites, man. Hope you get out soon. I hope you get out, go fishing soon. I've gotten lucky on that part. The longest I've ever been locked down was about a week. Of course, that's why I'm broke like I am too. At one point in time when I was younger, I was doing a bunch of stupid stuff, and my bank account was fat. It wasn't nothing for me to have 25, 30 grand in my bank account. But all that stupid stuff caught up with me, and that money went bye bye on lawyers. Of course, when your lawyer charges $1,000 an hour, they don't take much for that money to go bye bye. But it gets you out of stuff, especially when you get a lawyer that plays golf with the judges. Yeah, they always lock me up for stuff I didn't do anyway. Didn't run fast enough. I used to tell people all the time, like when I'd be in court, they're like, What you in here for?" I said, "Man, I'm in here for something I didn't do." They're like, "What's that?" I said, "I didn't run fast enough." But yeah, uh, you be alright though. We all have to learn. You know, it just takes time. At least you're out now, so that's the good thing. All right, well, Jeff, let me know, brother. Let me know. I've been wanting to go fishing with you still. And if they keep me on the schedule they got me on right now, I will be off on the weekends. How long that will last, I don't know. They was working us 7 days a week, and then they wanted to cut back on labor. So night shift, they started working us Monday through Friday. Oh, I can imagine. But yeah, all you got to do is let me know if it's on a weekend. And I hate going up to that spot. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention it on here, but I hate going to that spot. That's where my buddy goes all the time. But if I'm gonna be fishing with you, it's worth it. It is worth it because I understand a lot of people can't get down to my spot. Heck, my buddy Lurch took over my spot for almost 2 weeks. I brought him down here one night. The first time I brought him down here, it was so muddy and stuff, and we couldn't get close to the water. He didn't want to come back. And then I went down to your spot with him, and there was so many people down there blaring music and everything else. I'm like, I can't do nothing down here. I'm like, I can't record anything because there's music playing, there's people screaming. I said, I'm not a crowd person. I don't like a big crowd of people. You know, CatCon is a struggle for me to be around that many people. But the only way I can do that is because I pretty much know everybody that goes. I think my No Pro just died again. Yep, figures. But I don't do real good with crowds. So we got up there, and there was people. There was like 10 people walking up to us, looking at the rods, trying to mess with the rods while we're out there. I'm like, I can't do this. And then he's like, well, man, we'll go down your spot then. He goes, I can't handle that walk in that mud, but we'll go down to your spot. I'm like, buddy, it might not be that bad right now. Sure enough, we get down here, and he fishes for 10 minutes, and he's live on TikTok. And I tell him, I'm like, brother, if I was you, I'd pay attention to your rods. I said, you're at my spot. And I put him on this side of me, which is where the hole is, where all the big fish I catch comes out of. I put him that way. And I'm like, all right, I want you to cast that direction. And I point out the area. I said, there's a deep hole right there. That's where I catch all my monsters. Cast right there. Well, of course, he was sitting on TikTok talking to everybody. Head rod went over. He snatched it up. And I was like, man, you might want to stand up. And before I can even stand up, he was sitting there just reeling and reeling. I'm like, you might want to stand up because the way the drop off is, that fish got in one of them creases, snapped him off. He goes, man, that would have been the biggest fish of the year. See, I'm the same way. I'm the same way, Huckleberry. Got a fish jumping right here in front of me. Um, I'm the same way. When I was younger, bigger the crowd, the better. As I gotten older, I can't do it. I can't. I'm not into all the big crowds and stuff no more. It's just, I guess it's my PTSD or something, I guess. But, I get in the big crowds and I can't do it. And when I go out to fish, like I told him, I go out to fish. I go out to enjoy myself. I go out to get the peace and quiet like I got right now. You don't hear nothing. You might hear a car go by every once in a while, especially if they're drag racing. But other than that, you don't hear nothing but the crickets and the animals in the woods and stuff like that. You know, I come out for that relaxation. the peace. I said, I don't want to go to some place where there's people screaming. I mean, there's a water park there. So if there's a water park there, there's people screaming all the time. You know, they pull up, blaring their music, doing drug deals. I'm like, why do I want to go there? You know, why I'm still able, which I'm not much able to do it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know, I'm gonna have to start finding some more spots that's right up against the parking lots. This walk I'm doing to get down here, when I come down to my spots, uh, is getting a little too treacherous. My body can't handle it much more. It's really working on me. Yeah, I understand that, Jeff. I understand that. But there'll be more years. It'll be here almost pretty. I'm pretty much every year it'll be here. So these fish need to start biting, y'all. These fish need to start biting. I was getting optimistic when I went up there to pee. When I was up there peeing, as I was coming down the hill, I saw that pink rod doing like this. I'm like, oh, he's back. They're back. But see, they did this to us the other day on Wednesday when we come down here, because I was trying out. We were supposed to do that challenge. What we're going to wind up doing on Father's Day, or Father's Day weekend. Um, I come out here to try to test the water. You know, I take, even though it's just a friendly competition between friends, I take my fishing seriously. You know, I always have, especially if there's if it's a challenge of any kind, I take it seriously. I mean, it's all in fun, and I keep it fun, but I also don't want to come down and say, hey, I'm gonna get in this challenge and skunk. There's no sense in that. Normally at night on Nightcrawler, I can catch bait fish all night long. So we come down, me and my buddy Lurch, and I was like, man, we got to go test the water. And I come out, and I threw Nightcrawler rod out. He threw out two Nightcrawler rods over here. I threw out two catfish rods. Nightcrawler rods sit out there for 5 hours. Did not get hit. Did not get hit. I kept on changing the distance on it. I sit there reeling it in and back and forth and everything else to try to get a reaction bite or something on it. Nothing. I'm like, man, this ain't no good. This ain't gonna work. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, about the same time it did tonight, we started getting hit. Bam, 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 bam. Nightcrawler rod didn't get hit, but all the other catfish rods on bluegill were getting hit back to back. And we wound up landing three of them within a 20-minute period. And then all of a sudden, the bite died down like it did tonight. And then right at 2 o'clock when he left, my rods went crazy. My purple rod, I landed about a 3-pound channel cat on it, a 3-pound flathead, back to back. I just landed the flathead on the pink rod, put it back in the water, cast it back out, and I noticed that my bait rod and two of my other rods was bouncing because the dang catfish had done swam underneath my other lines. So maybe this is gonna be a repeat of the other night. Stulo, how's it going? So far for the live, we're on 0. I had two right before the live. I mean, right before the live. Had to start a second live because I couldn't get into my other live because I was letting the fish go. By the time I got done letting the fish go, I went up and my calendar for me to go into the live was gone. That's what I'm saying. Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, hello. Hey, I was just gonna have her bring down, make sure she's dressed real warm because it's cold as crap. And I told her did she find some shoes? Okay. Well, I just told her to go down in the basement, my little room down there, and get the power bank that's down there, the big power bank. That way, that's the one I was talking about. That way she could charge her phone till make sure she brings her cord. I mean, if okay, okay. Well, I should be good on cords. I mean, if she wants to bring down another my Under Armour hoodie, I'd be appreciative. Or she could do that, or she could just bring her jacket down. Okay, okay, baby. If it would fit, I would just tell her to grab my. If it would fit, I would tell her to grab my suit right there on the floor. My my overalls on the floor, but they won't fit in her bag. Natural Slate, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, all I can do is tell her. All I can do is come up to the top of the hill where I'm at and put my spotlight facing towards the tracks. And the reason because I got my rods out, so I can't walk away that long. What charge? Yeah, charge your phone up a little bit and let me know when you're on your way down here. I love y'all. Look down there and see if you can find one of them headlamps. I got three of them sitting at the house. All right, well, I love y'all. Just give me a call when she gets to the tracks, or have her give me a call. All right, love you. Bye. My daughter's still trying to get down here. She's got a. It's a long walk through these woods, a long dark walk through these woods. So I got to try to help her get through here. Oh yeah, they would look a whole lot better. And slow it seems. Actually, right before the live, I'm talking right before the live. I caught a 3 pound flatty on the 3 to 4 pound flatty on the pink rod. Pulled it in, took the flatty off, let him go, cast it right back out. Before I could walk back up the hill, that rod started getting hit again. I landed a 10, 12 pound blue. Within 10 minutes, I landed two fish on that rod. And then I casted it back, put a new fresh head on. As soon as we went live, casted it out. Didn't get a nibble for an hour. I pulled it back in, put another head on it, casted it back out. And as soon as it hit the water, a few minutes later, it got taps, and that's all it's done. Nothing else. I don't know what exact time it is yet, but it's 1 o'clock, so they should get ready to start biting again. My buddy Jay just sent me a message and everything. I ain't seen him in a long time. He wants to go out and coordinate a day to go out fishing on his boat, which would be fun. I don't know if he come in here or not earlier. He might have come in here. Oh, I guarantee it, Natural. I guarantee it. I could bet anything because, like I said, right before I went live, it was nonstop, just bam, bam, bam. But see, they did this to me the other night. I come out here Wednesday night, and between 10, between well, I say 11 and or 10 to 11, something like that. No, no, about 11 to 12. Yeah, 11 to 12. We had nonstop hits. The rods was going crazy. Then it died for 2 hours. Then right at 2 o'clock, my pink rod would not sit still. Then my purple rod went off. Then my pink rod went off. Then my purple. I mean that quick, just bam, 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 back to back. So I'm hoping I get a fish before then, but we shall see. I've got to figure out how to get my no pro apart now. Have my no pro on my chest, and it broke. Me trying to get the boat pushed together, it broke it. So now I can't even get the battery. I get it open to get the batteries out. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Hey Jeff, you still in here? Drop a thumb up or something if you're still in here. I want to show you my new gear, which is dirty and nasty now, but hey. I got me some new gear. Says your boy Troy. Got my logo on it. On the back it says catfishing across the shoulders. Got my Lucky 13 on it. And I got the matching hat. I'm working with the company that makes these jerseys. And they make like the baseball jerseys like this, and they make basketball jerseys. And I'm talking with them right now about getting things done in wholesale to where I can get them about 30-40% cheaper, so I can start putting those up for merch. But I gotta get the price down a little bit. Because this one right here cost me 45 bucks. Actually, it's 52 after shipping. And I can't see paying that much, you know what I'm saying? The only reason why I did it was because it was for me. But as far as on a merch store or anything like that, I can't see it. So they're going to have to come way down the price. They said they could drop it 30 to 40% if I buy them in bulk. So I got a guy supposed to contact me Tuesday, since Monday's a holiday, and go over the whole everything to find out what we can do. Like I told him, I don't care if I make a penny off of it. I don't want to make a penny off of it. I don't care. I just want it low enough where people can actually afford to buy them. You know, I think it just would be cool to have somebody else besides me walking around with them. And they're talking about they can do them in any colors. When I bought this one, this was the first one. This was the prototype, and I didn't know how the logo was going to turn out. And the logo turned out awesome. And this is on in. This is not stuck. I mean, this is all patched in like it's supposed to. And I didn't know how the logo was going to turn out, so I didn't go with any other colors. I just stuck with the black and white. But I was going to get a purple one with bright green lines. It was awesome looking. Yeah, see, look, it's not bad. It's not, but if I can get them lower, I'd rather get them lower. Like I said, I'm not worried about making any money off of anything, you know, but just having my merch out there, and I'd like to buy a couple of them myself and use them for giveaways and stuff. So, you know, I'm gonna talk to them about seeing what we can do. I might get some basketball ones made. I'm not a sports person. I'm not a sports person at all. If it was ever a sport that I got into, it would be baseball and maybe basketball. But I'm not even into either one of them. I've sit down and watched basketball with my mom when I was younger, because she was a basketball fanatic. And Elvin, how's it going? And she was a basketball fanatic. Give me a second, y'all. Something just slid down the hill. I heard something rustle through the woods, and I know what my daughter, because my daughter ain't called yet. Speaking of that, I got a picture I'm going to post on my community page. Come down here Wednesday, and my daughter was taking pictures as she's going through because she's got an iPhone. And my next real good video, I'm gonna use the thumbnail she took. It was awesome. I mean, she should be into photography for real. And the way she's got it set up, she caught it because I had a fire going behind me. We was cooking out, and I had the light angled a certain way, and I was sitting, right in front of the fire, and the angle way she got it, like a glow right behind me. It was a wicked looking picture, and I'm gonna use it for a thumbnail. But she was walking out of here, taking pictures, just random, and she got a creature. We don't know what it is. It wasn't on the ground because her camera was up at eye level. And when she gets down here, y'all see my daughter's taller than I am. You know, she's well as tall as I am. So she's pushing probably an inch bigger than me, and I'm 5'9". So yeah. All right. But she had it right at eye level like this, and was just snapping pictures. And she got something off in the distance, and when you look at it, it looks like a face and a hand. Nothing else. Night, Matt. It looks like a face and a hand is all you see. Yeah, I thought about that. I honestly thought about that. Harping off on, we was actually looking into that, but I had a guy that said he could do it, but yeah, the price on it was just ridiculous. The price on it was going to be about $60. But yeah, I'm gonna post that picture on my community page. We have all kinds of crazy stuff up here. I mean, I found Bigfoot tracks in the mud, in the sand and mud. Put my foot up next to it, and I was wearing. Um, Now I ain't got a big foot. Okay, I'm nine. We're size 9.5s, but I had 11.5s on over top the mud boots that go over top of your boots, and these footprints were this much longer than my boots. Uh, they was good 14, 15 inches long, and I was sinking in the sand this far. These prints was this deep, so whatever it was weighed way more than me, twice as much as I did, and I'm like, okay, well, we know what that is. Always hearing wood knocks over here, hear groans and howls over here all the time. And then, sure enough, I come down here to do a 1v1 versus uh, catfish regulators and do 1v1. And I had something kept on coming up on me and behind me in the woods. And I'm like, I kept on turning my chair or move it over here, then I'd move it over here. And I'd hear it come down. And one time it would come down this side, next time it would come down this side. And there was a big tree right behind me on the ground that was the roots was buried in the mud. So it sit here for 3 years, and I had rod holders. I actually bolted to it. That way I didn't have to carry my rod holders. And I had come down here. The tournament, the challenge me and him did was a 7 to 7, 7 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. So it was broad daylight when I come down here. Water had just went down, so there was no footprints or nothing else. Everything was smooth. And then right behind that tree, when I went to leave, I found cat prints that big. And there wasn't no bobcat, not a cat print that big. I'm like, there's only one cat I know of big enough to make a paw print that big, and I don't want it coming up behind me. But apparently, it got up within 6 foot behind me, literally. Yeah, I wasn't too excited about it. Wasn't too excited at all. And they say they say we don't have cougars and mountain lions and stuff in Kentucky, especially here in the city. because I live right on the outskirts of Louisville. I mean, right the city. If I go this direction and I go down maybe a mile and a half, I'm in Louisville downtown. So I'm not too far outside the city, but I'm out far enough to where we have a lot of woods around here. So yeah, some creepy stuff goes on out here. I've been threatening to do it, and my daughter wanted to come. The reason why she wants to come out, she wants to see if she can catch some more creepy stuff. Um, Cause she gets into all that creepy stuff like I do. She wants to go ghost hunting with me this year. So right now I'm supposed to do that on my other channel, and it's been a nightmare. Um, I did not know years ago when I had my my license to be a paranormal investigator that that license actually expires, because when you get it, they don't say anything about expiration date or nothing else. But yes, your license actually expires. So now I'm trying to get a new one issued, because without me having a paranormal investigation license saying I'm certified to do it, Louisville is Kentucky period is so strict on that stuff that they won't let me in anywhere. I mean, I want to get into some of the abandoned houses and stuff where there've been crime scenes and stuff, and they won't let you go nowhere near it. If you got an investigation license, you can do it, but without it, you can't do nothing. And I've been fighting tooth and nail, and they won't budge on it. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff down here. They say we don't have they say we don't have mountain lions and stuff here, but I know better. Yeah, Jeff, actually, the spot I'm in right now, no exaggeration. After I've seen the Bigfoot tracks through here, I went online, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, okay? I don't make up stuff. I don't lie. I'm just honest, down, you know, country boy at heart, basically. I didn't believe in Bigfoot. Did not. Wasn't worried about him. You know, did I believe in aliens? Yeah, might as well. I mean, there's got to be life somewhere. Didn't bother me none. I can believe in that. Seen enough spiritual stuff, ghosts and stuff, to know that I believe in spirits. Bigfoot was one of those things I did not believe in until the encounter I had down here last year, or the year before last, I should say, when I had the tracks and I heard the wood knocks and the groans right behind me, and I had a rock thrown at me. Also, I forgot about that one. I didn't laugh. That forgot about to tell y'all about that one. I had a rock come over top of my head and hit the water. Um, so I believe a little bit more now. So I went and looked it up. They actually have a Bigfoot registry in Kentucky, to where you can look up to see where they've cited Bigfoot at. And no exaggeration, in this exact spot where I'm at right now, he has been spotted 9 times in 20 years. 9 times in this exact spot, 9 times in 20 years. And ain't none of those with me, because I never reported it. Yeah, I bet it is a big thing down there. Yeah, I probably did, Carpin. I've told quite a few ghost stories on a little bit of bits and pieces of ghost stories on here. I'm trying to save them for my other channel, but right now, I mean, I need to put them on there. I've got like 7 right now that are true stories, things I went through, that I can put on there, narrate them or whatever. There's no video footage, so I would have to do like I'm doing now, just talking to the camera. And y'all know, when you hear me talk, I'll stutter and stuff sometimes. I had a stroke when I was younger, so sometimes my brain freezes up. You should see me trying to record my intros for videos. It's hilarious, because I'll have my camera out and I'll say something and go, what? And have to redo it all over again. So yeah, yeah. I got another channel, Carpin. It's called right now. It's called Troy of All Trades. I ain't got nothing on there. I got the Bigfoot tracks, I think, on there. One of my music videos that I recorded, um, and I think it's about it. And a gardening video. That was gonna be my channel where I do my ghost hunting, my cryptid hunting, uh, my gardening, my homesteading, um, just everything else. Customizing cars, rebuilding cars and stuff. But it hasn't worked out too great because the name is Troy of All Trades, one word. Instead of Jack of All Trades, it's Troy of All Trades. I think I've only got like 20 subscribers. Trying to show your comment, but it won't let me. Brandon even as a mod. All right, thank you, Carpin. Yeah, I'm gonna eventually start getting stuff on there. I just right now I'm doing my wife's disabled, my sister-in-law's handicapped, so it's plus me working as much as I do, it's almost impossible to get anything done. And they're fighting me over my license, so but somebody's comment not showing up. I see Steve Oaks said trying to show your comment, but it won't let me. Brandon even as a mod. Hey, Ashley, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. These rods need to start moving, y'all. All right, let's see here. Okay, I seen the one where you said it's kind of a big thing in Washington. You hunt air elk here. Described as creepy. Oh. Hold on, y'all. My purple rod just got smashed. I'm sitting there scrolling through the chat and I saw my purple rod doing this. Now, there it goes. I think we might have a fish on, y'all. He's trying to take it. Fish on, y'all. Fish on. And is he? Oh. He's going to have to wait. He's going to have to wait. Green rod's got a beast. Green rod's got a beast, y'all. If he's still on there. Two of them on one time. Double up, baby. Double up. Need a beast. Oh, where's my drag at? Where's my drag at, y'all? My drag is not working. Well, we wanted fish. We got fish, y'all. He took that green rod over. And he's pulling. My drag should be coming out, but it ain't pulling no drag. There you go. He's going with it now. He's running down my other line. I need to land this thing and get it out of the way. It's probably something small like a carp or something. But this green rod is not a toy. It's not a baby. Okay, come on now. Yep, the little channel rat. Get him out of my way, y'all. Get him out of my way. Because now I gotta fight this one. I hope y'all can see all this. Oh. Yeah, he's spinning me over good, y'all. I need my headlamp. There's something come up in the woods, and I got a big fish on. Oh man, I just gave him slack. I hope he don't break. Come on. I think he's still on there. I still felt him pulling. Yeah, he's still on there. Double up, y'all. Double up. Oh, what the heck? He ain't stopping, y'all. He ain't stopping. I ain't seen nothing yet. I think I loosened up my drag a little too much on that, but I'm scared to. He's running me up and down the bank. I don't think he's gonna be that big. Probably 20, 25 if I'm lucky. I don't know. He could be bigger. I ain't seen nothing yet. We'll have to see. We gonna see. He just keeps on running up and down the bank. Trying to keep him away from this log. It's tree right here. Oh, he's circling. Oh, yeah, he's a little bigger than 20, y'all. He's a little bigger than 20. Oh, he might be a little bit bigger than 30 or 40. Oh, yeah. He might be a little bit bigger than 20 or 30. I don't have a net either, y'all. I did not bring a net. My drag's not pulling. Come on. Let him have some drag. Let him get tired. Oh, y'all. Okay, y'all. I apologize if I shine the light in here. I've got to get some gear, and I got to let him run. I don't have a net. He's swimming like crazy. I'm trying to make sure my drag is loose enough to where he don't break off. This is my rod that's only got 25-pound test. He is running that drag out, y'all. He was running that drag out. Look at him. That line is going. I guarantee you he's every bit of 30, if not 40. He might be a new PB. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't bring my net like a dummy. I got a channel rat down here about to die. I need to get him in and get him off the hook. But I'm more worried about this one right here. Man, he's a beast. He still ain't done, y'all. He still ain't done. Out with the drag he goes. Well, if y'all wanted to show, y'all got to show. I can promise you. Unfortunately, I need my GoPro on my chest, and its batteries are dead. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Just get tired. Just get tired, please. He ain't having it, man. Just when I think he's tired, he gets a second wind. He's just like, I'm not done. He is like, I am not done. Come on, baby. I had him up close to the bank a minute ago, but I didn't want to try to pull him up too close. I don't want to snap my line. I'm going to have to drag him up on the bank a little bit. At least get his head on the bank. If I get his head up on the bank, then I can get him, maybe get my grippers in his mouth. doubled up here, y'all, and I don't know what to do about it. Cause I don't want to go out in this water, but I may have to reach out there. Go out there in the water. Where my grippers go? I just had them all in my pocket. See if I can get to him. If I can get him up in the shallows a little bit better. If I get to my leader, I'll be okay too, because that's a 50-pound leader. Fish on the bank, y'all. Fish on the bank. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna let little channel rat go, y'all. Come here, buddy. You gotta go. I ain't got time to mess with you. Spit the hook. Spit the hook. Come on. All right, y'all. Anybody that's in here, here's the channel cat. Boy, that 8 hook, but that 8 hook got him though. And gonna tear up to New Jersey, y'all. Get it done right. Oh, crap. And here's the blue. Gonna get the jerseys done up, but right now. Oh. Sliming up first day. Can somebody take a screenshot for me? Oh, God, I can't even lift it. All right, I'm gonna try to get a weight on him. His head's bigger around than I am. I'm gonna try to get it. Don't flip, buddy. Don't flip. Let me just try to get a weight on you, and I'm gonna get you back out there. Oh, actually, you know what? I gotta do something. I gotta take a picture of him. Sorry, y'all. I'll get right back to chat here in just a second. I gotta do something. I found out Kentucky has a ward fish, and he's in it, baby. He is in it like sin. Actually, let's see if I can flip it this way. Oh, nope, he's short. No, he's not. Never mind. He's not short. Come on, man. Don't fight with me. I want to hurt and get you in the water. I know you're tired. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die. This would be easier if I had help. Okay. Let me get a picture of this thing on this board. Where'd my flash go? Dang it. Really? This piece of crap phone. Okay. I got to do that because we have an award program here in Kentucky that I just found out about. He is 43 inches long, y'all. 43 inches long. Let me see if I can't get a weight on him. I hate hanging him by the lip like this, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. What the heck? Oh, what the heck, man? It ain't one thing, it's another around this thing. Come on, man. Really? Now this thing won't go switch over to. There we go. Didn't want to switch over to pounds. It's on ounces. Come on, buddy. I know you're tired. I gotta get you in the water. Let's try to get a weight on you real quick, though. Oh yeah. Wouldn't lock in. Won't lock in, but it's a new PB, y'all. 43 pounds. Now let's get him in the water. Come on, buddy. I know. You're wore out. I'm wore out. I can't even lift you. Let's slide you a little bit. Let me slide you down here a little bit. Get you back out in the water. Come on, buddy. Let go of the grips. Let's get you back in the water. You've got to go back. Now my orange rod's, my pink rod's getting a bite, y'all. My feet are gonna get wet. Come on, buddy. Start swimming. There you go. All right. Woo! All right, y'all. That's a double up. I think we might have a triple. I think he's on there. Yep. He's on there, y'all. Maybe let go. I don't feel him now. Oh, he just slipped off. Or did he? Yeah, he slipped off, y'all. We almost tripled up. Woo! What a beast, man, what a beast. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta wipe my hands. Well, the jersey's been christened, y'all. Wipe them off of my pants. I don't care. Whew. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. Man, I tell you. I ain't had a double in a long time. All right, Carver, catch you later. I gotta get some rods out, y'all. All three of my rods is on the bank. And I can't get my dang No Pro going. Man. Give me a second, y'all. Got 9 wonderful people in the house. I appreciate everybody that did stay in here. I'm gonna gotta call my wife on that one. Make sure she's watching on the TV. Hello, what y'all doing? Y'all watching YouTube? Oh, y'all missed my new PB? What the heck? All right, baby. I just landed at 43. All right, well, I'll get off there and let me know when y'all coming down. No, it won't, baby. It's okay. I just landed 2 of them. I had a double and almost had a triple. All 3 rods went under, or went over. I was pointing at the channel cat. When I was pointing at the channel cat, dang, on Crane's rod ran over, and it was over. And while I was pulling him, messing with him, pink rod went off. All right, well, I love y'all. All right, bye. Ain't that something? The wife and daughter hollering they want to come down. They ain't even watching me on YouTube. They done turned it off. So they didn't even know I caught those. Oh, I got a boat out here. I got a boat out here in front of me. I bet he's wondering what I just hooked and what I just did. And I grabbed the wrong roll of tape today. I grabbed the junky tape that is all messed up and don't want to hold on to nothing. So now I gotta find my tape that I know is down here on the hill somewhere. My battery box come loose fighting that fish. I gotta get this back out there. Get these rods back out, y'all. I'm about to run out of head sections, y'all. I'm about to start using mid sections. All right, I'm back, y'all. And that boat that's across from me, I said was sitting out there. Yeah, that boat I said was sitting out there is my carpent boat I was talking about. It is, it's like a sun. It's literally got that many lights on it as it's riding down the bank. It's like it's the sun on top of the water. Cincinnati Cat, how's it going? Thank you. Oh yeah, exactly. But see, that's the thing. I catch on average, I catch 40s and stuff, anywhere between 20s and 40s up here in my spot all the time. I caught 3 40s last, well, 39 and 9/4, basically 40. It's 39 and 9 ounces. Last year I caught 3 of those. So I catch some decent fish out of here. And I'm running small baits tonight. I'm literally the bluegill heads I'm using are only that big. And I downsized from my, which is scary because normally I run in 10 and 12 circle hooks. I downsized to 8, to size 8s. And as soon as I saw his tail was like, 8 inches wide. I'm like, that was the first thing I seen. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I don't know if I can land him or not. I had him out of the water a lot longer than I like to. I like to get him in, get a weight on him. I normally put him in a net, but I had to carry all this extra gear down by myself tonight, and I didn't get to bring my net. The only good thing is I'm not cold anymore. I hope I got a good pick of it. Um, Kentucky has a, I didn't know it, but we have a licensing program. It's a like an award program. Matter of fact, I was getting ready to grab my phone and see what size the fish has to be. I think it's 35 inches. If you catch a fish a certain size, they send you a pin and a statement stating that you caught a fish in a trophy class size. If you catch 3 of different species in 1 year, you get the Master Angler Trophy. So that's what I'm going after. I wasn't worried about a picture of the fish itself because I got the YouTube video. I can go back and get it. But Yeah, I was more worried about the whole tape measuring board. I got a video of it too. That way I know for a fact that they can't argue and say it wasn't. Which they can't argue and say that wasn't right there, because you could look at that and show it. So it's 40 inches right there. And that's with him bent in half. He's showing 40 inches. So that's not an argument right there. Uh, I don't, like I said, I don't remember what it was. I think it's 35 inches or bigger is what it is. Um, that's what I'm trying to get to right now to find out. Yeah, 43 inches is a real good sized fish. But I really want to get some plaques and pins for my cat cave that shows that I've caught trophy sized fish. I just think it'd be something cool to have. Now, unless I can find a way to get a state record weighed, I will never register a state record because they let them die, and I will not let a fish die. I literally, the clothes I'm wearing right now are brand new. No exaggeration, y'all. Jersey came in 2 days ago. These pants I went and bought right before the live. These shoes were brand new right before the live. I just went up to my shins in the water, and it's freezing cold out here. I went up to my shins in the water because I was not letting that fish die. All right, there we go, y'all. Eligible species and minimum lengths that's required. Blue cat, 35 inches. I know y'all probably can't see it. Blue cat has to be 35 inches or longer to be a trophy fish. 43, I think, qualifies as a trophy fish. I would say that qualifies. And there's no arguing with that picture right there, because if I zoom in, that blue, if I zoom in right here, you see his head's touching right there, even with actually the black thing's closer. So his tail is laying on the 40-inch mark. So they can't argue and say it wasn't 30 inches. I mean 35 inches. So I need to send that in to qualify for a pin. And that's my first species of the year to do that with. I gotta get 3 more species, or 2 more species. Yeah, I'm not cold no more, y'all. I was freezing. I'm not cold no more. Now my bite is gonna bite now. Yeah, Cincinnati cat. I just come out here. I just literally, this is my new jersey I just had made. It says your boy Troy on it. It's got my logo on it. On the back it says catfish with the number 13 on it. Just brought it out. It's official. It's slimed. It is slimed. And that was almost a triple. I didn't see that orange rod bounce until I was in the process of letting that big fish go. And he wouldn't move. It was just laying there, would not move, and was trying to roll on its side. I'm like, you're not going to do that. You're not going to die on my watch. You're not doing it. So I had to go out there up to my shins in the water to get him where his head was in 2 foot of water, and working back and forth. And the whole time I'm working him, I'm watching the rod do this number. I'm like, I know he's on there, but you know, uh, I've got to get that fish out there. I mean, I'm not gonna let him die. Yeah, I just wish my buddy would have been here tonight. My fishing buddy's been coming down here with me, and the biggest thing he's landed over here so far is 5 pounds. I've done broke that twice today. So far, I've got a 3-pound flathead, about a half-pound channel. Well, he might have went a pound because he was fat. But about a pound channel, a 3-pound flatty, 10 to 12-pound blue, and then a 43-pound blue. I'd say it's a pretty good night so far for the Ohio River. That's a dang good night for the Ohio River. Must be nice, Steve. We're at 56 degrees. And now I'm soaked. Y'all be able to see this boat when it goes by. Look at these lights on this boat, man. they're going to kill my fishing. Because like I said, the fish around here do not like light. And they've got enough light. These spotlights that I'm using right here to and everything else, they've got probably 60 of them wrapped around this boat shining into the water. Because they're both fishing for carp. If they was to pull that boat up over here right now, y'all would think it was daytime. Oh, they about to come in the screen here in a minute. I'm going to turn the camera if I have to. They about to come in the screen here in a minute. That big bright light y'all see right there, that's the boat. That is a mile away. The Ohio River is a mile across. That is a mile away. I mean, it looks like daytime. I'm serious. They are that bright. And the fish over in this area don't like the sun. They don't like, well, they don't mind the sun, but they don't like artificial light. It changes their bite pattern. Well, with all that light, I guarantee the bite pattern is going to change. Luckily, they're on the Indiana side. Maybe they'll chase them over this way. I've got to get my GoPro taken apart, y'all. Give me a second. I'm going to pee. I've got a bladder about the size of a grape, and I've been downing Mountain Dew. I'm going to pee, and then I'm going to grab my GoPro, and I'm going to try to get that bottom bolt loose so I can change the battery on it. Because, man, I needed my GoPro on for that fish. I did. I have one on the bank right here that shows some of the, when I pull them in, it shows them when I pull them in, but as far as anything out there, it don't show nothing. My chest mount's supposed to do that, and it's sitting here right now, just dead battery. All right. Where'd my pliers go? Because I need those to take it apart. And I need another battery. Can't even hold on to stuff, y'all. I got the shakes. And it ain't from being cold no more. Where did my pliers go? Just had them. Really? Really? Oh, they're over here underneath. Guerrero, how's it going? Yeah, I just landed a 43-pound blue and a little like 1-pound channel rat. And unfortunately, where'd it go? My GoPro, the battery went dead on it right before that rod went over. I almost had a triple. The pink rod went over too, but I was releasing that blue, and I wasn't gonna let that 43-pound blue die. So I had to go out in the water to release him, to get him revived. And the pink rod was getting hit while I was trying to get him released, and I felt him pulling when I hooked down on him, but he got off. Almost had a triple, which is something that don't happen in this river. Hello. Okay. I love you. Did she come over the hill yet? Oh, alrighty. Well, let me get off here then. All right, I love you. All right, bye. All right, y'all. Y'all gonna have to excuse me for maybe 5 minutes. I know I ain't been in the live much because of me fighting this fish. I'm coming, baby. All right, I'm a coming. Watch for my light, okay? You watch for my light, okay? Okay. Well, I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna put my light on top of the spotlight on top of the hill. Okay. All right. I love you. All right. Give me a second, y'all. My daughter's trying to come down this hill, and I gotta make sure she can see. So I'm gonna take this spotlight up there to where she knows what location I'm in. Give me 10 seconds, y'all, and I done dropped my GoPro battery. If no rods go over, get your friend grab it for me, y'all. I'm trying to make sure you get down here. I'm trying to watch my rods. I ain't got nothing to go to the boat down here.
Really? Nice. Proud of you.
Yeah, I wish I would have landed all three.
Better than nothing.
Oh, I ain't complaining. That's 4 fish for the night. Welcome down here and say hi to the screen. And we had like 8 people, 9 people in here earlier. A few loyal people that come in. We got 10 great people in here. My daughter just come down, y'all.
Hi, everyone.
I had to meet her at the top of the hill
Here,
because
Dad.
you had to walk
I
through it.
brought you this.
What's that? I'll probably need that because I'm wet.
Why?
We said hi.
That dog sounds like it's right in the woods.
What?
That dog.
You know, it's probably not a dog. Don't go too close. We got coyotes out here. I ain't seen none on the Kentucky side yet, but the Indiana side, we hear them all the time. You don't want to mess with no coyote.
I want to find what I got on picture last night.
Yeah, I was telling them about it online on here.
Because I did so much research and I still haven't found it.
Well, come down here and say hi. Let them see my beautiful...
Hold on, I'm setting up camp.
Oh, she's setting up camp, y'all.
I have all these clothes on, I'm sweating.
She brought me down a sweatshirt, or a sweater it looks like, but you know what?
It is, it's a big sweater, it's a throw over.
It's clothes, I don't care, I'm soaked.
And there's a blanket, there's another blanket.
And it's cold. I should have had her bring me a pair of boots.
And I got water.
Should have had her bring me a pair of boots.
I brought the paper for the fire.
Yeah, I'll start a fire here in a minute because I'm going to have to dry my shoes. I had to go up to my shins to get that fish released.
What's those lights over there?
That's a boat.
Why?
Yeah, she just came down. She goes, "What's those lights over there?" I said, "That's a boat." He's bow fishing, baby. When he first comes through here, it looked like daylight. When he comes back through, he's those. You know the. No, if it's the same guy from last year, yeah. Remember, you know my blind your butt 10,000?
Yeah.
He's got about 20 of them on his boat. I bought a new light I call Blind Your Butt 10,000. And the reason why I call it that is a 10,000 lume work light. And don't accidentally shine yourself in the eyes with it. I promise you, you will not be able to see. All you will see is spots for at least 3 hours. I made that mistake. Okay, I got a new battery in here, but the thing ain't gonna tighten up a bit. Hey, it tightened up, I think. All right, no. No, yeah, but no, yeah, but no. What are we doing here, y'all? Is it gonna go? Is it not gonna go? It might go if I didn't have it upside down. Oh, man.
I'm gonna draw while I'm down here.
Okay, just do me a favor, don't put no music on. Thank you. Yeah, I had a nice live planned, y'all. I was gonna come down and grill out. I had gonna start another fire. The other night I started a fire down here, and I brought me some Johnsonville cheddar jalapeno cheddar brats down. We sit out here and ate those while we was fishing and had a great night. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna start a fire, cook out, give me some food, because I ain't ate much all day. And I went and bought me another pack of cheddar brat, the jalapeno cheddar brats. And somebody got in the refrigerator while I was gone and ate them. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was planning on cooking out. Alright, now that I think I got a battery in this thing, if I can get it untangled and untwisted, I don't need it now because that big fish has already been on the bank. I mean, I can only hope for another one that size, but likeliness of getting 2 of those in one night, slim to none, but we can try. Who are you talking to, baby?
I said I believe in you.
I thought you was online talking to somebody.
No.
Oh. Thought you was chatting. I'm trying to get her to come over here, y'all.
I'm camera shy.
She's being camera shy. She's camera shy. Hmm. Sure, she's camera shy.
TikToks all day.
She, all she does is sit on TikTok all day, but she's camera shy. Full of poop is what she is. And I tell you what, you want to talk about angry? Ashley, this girl can sing. She has an awesome voice, and she won't use it. Will not use it.
Sometimes I sing it earlier.
Every time she starts singing, I try to go in the room and try to sneak in there with a camera and record. As soon as she sees me, she gets mad and shuts up. I'm like, what are you doing? You got a beautiful voice. No, I don't. I'm like, okay. Try to get her to sing it. I mean, we've had friends try to get her to sing for special occasions and stuff, and she won't do it. I'm like, really? If I could still sing that good, I'd be singing 24/7. I'd never shut my mouth. Of course, I never shut it now, but yeah, I tell you what it is, Steve. Normally, she won't come down and fish. I messed it up the first time. I'm not gonna lie. I brought her down here, and everybody knows my spots are mud. I mean, right now I'm covered in mud from head to toe and slime. But the first time I brought her down here, I told her not to walk in a certain spot, and she didn't pay attention to me. She stepped down and she went up to her kneecap. She said, I'm not going back to the river ever. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Well, to be nice to me the other day, I said I was coming down here, and I told her, she's like, I don't want to go down with the mud. I said, it's not that bad right now, Desi. My buddy Lurch goes, no, it's not bad down here. She's like, okay, well, I'll come down here. And she come down. She had a blast. She goes, oh, I love it out here. She goes, except for the fact it's cold. She said, there's no mud. She said, I can sit out here by the fire. I'm like, yeah. Now she wants to come every time, but she's more than welcome.
I'm going to.
I don't get to see her enough as it is. Between she doesn't live with me, for one, and then two, me working. I don't get to see her enough. So if I can every chance I get to come spend time with her, I'm doing it. I am doing it. And she's too worried about finding the creepy things in the woods.
Stop it.
That's what she wants. She wants the creepy things in the woods.
Right.
That picture she got, I tell you what, I'm
You
gonna
want me
post.
to show it?
You can.
See if I can.
You might have to turn your brightness down a little bit, but
Yeah.
she's gonna show y'all this picture, y'all. Uh-oh, right after the break. Right after the break. I got a flatty messing with my pink rod. How do I know it's a flatty? Because of the way he's bouncing it.
Look, I'm here now. You have look.
How do I know he's a flatty? Just because of the way he bounced it. I'm not gonna mess with him. I'm gonna let him suck on that head for a little bit until I know for a fact he wants it, and then I'm gonna yank his jaw out. He's probably only about 3 or 4 pounds. The last four flatties I pulled out of that spot have been 3 or 4 pound flatties. But you know what? I'm okay with that. One, a fish is a fish. Two, a flatty's a flatty. I don't care what size it is. A flatty is a flatty. All right, Weed. She's gonna try to find this picture in a minute and show y'all this picture of this thing she said in the woods. couldn't hardly lift him. The scales hit 43, and he was going down between 43 and 44. I just said 43, so close enough for me. I need my other scales. I need to get better scales that lock in. Those are supposed to lock in, but they wouldn't lock in.
I'm probably gonna say it's fake, but I literally have the timestamp of when I took the original picture.
Oh, they're not gonna say it's fake. They're not. They can't. These. I only deal with good people, not. I don't deal with fake people. I got good people. When I found my sausage, y'all, I'll tell you the backstory on that here in a minute. I don't know if y'all can see this picture or not. You see the face and the hand or whatever it is? That was in the woods as we walking through. She took a picture of it the other day.
I didn't notice it until I woke up the next morning.
Yeah.
And I sent the pictures to my brother.
She got up and come in there and told me, she's like,
That's why you got the water gun today.
yeah, I always got it. Baby, I've got 2 on the bank in the live, 2 before the live. I missed one while I was letting that big monster go. And then if you go back about, what was it, 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago, if it'll let you rewind back, as I was letting the monster go, I had to go up my shins in the water to let it go. The pink rod went over, and then I went to lock in on him. I had him, and he got off. So we've landed 2 in the live, 2 before the live, and then I missed one on the pink rod, and it just started getting tapped a minute ago by flatties. That's what we're thinking, Weed. That's what we're thinking. This is Native American ground, y'all. This is Native American ground. Alrighty. Now let me see. I'm gonna try to see if I can't. Dom, I'm gonna try to see if I can get it in there because it's I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on YouTube, but I've got it opened up where it's supposed to be paired up. So give me a second to go into my YouTube and let me see if I can get a link. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new link because the other one ain't gonna work. Let's see here. How do I do that? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to try to figure it out, Dom. I might have to go to YouTube Studio, maybe. I had the link saved for the other live. The link saved. Now, why is it loading that up? I said YouTube Studio. I'm gonna see if I can access the live through the studio and see what I can do. All right. If I click out, y'all, I apologize. I'm gonna try to see something here. Dom, it's not letting me find a link on this thing. Are you out fishing? Actually, let me see if I'm gonna try to share a link and see what happens. I don't know if it'll work or not. Turn my volume down. Now I just noticed my pink rod ain't lit up no more. I guess the battery went dead or I hit that button, one of the two. See if that link works, Dom. I don't know if it does or not, brother. Well, heck, if we have to, I can, we'll have to restart it or something, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if that link will work or not. It might take you into my other live it wouldn't let me into. I don't know why. I gotta see why my purple lights ain't working, y'all. I might have hit the button. Nope, they're dead. They're dead. My feet is froze.
Well, staying in what's cold isn't gonna help.
No, saying what's cold ain't gonna help, but you know what? It still don't change the fact that my feet are freezing. I should have had you bring me some tape, baby. You know that roll of tape I had last year that didn't want to stick to nothing? It was sticky on both sides. It wasn't sticky. It wasn't supposed to be that way, it just was. Now that's the roll of tape I grabbed. And nothing wants to stay taped up. I thought I threw that roll away last year.
But you didn't.
Nope, sure didn't. Did I inherited it and brought it down here? That's all right. Come on, give me a take that. I guess that fatty ain't gonna come back for that pink rod. He done changed his mind. That's all right. Okay. Might come back. Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me. I was trying to let Dominic join. It says I can have people join me on my YouTube, going through YouTube. So I try to drop the link. Dropped one on the ground earlier when I used for fishing bait. I thought I was gonna use for fishing bait because I dropped it on the ground and it disappeared. I couldn't find it. I just found it from 2 hours ago or 3 hours ago. Just now found it.
Thank you for the dinner.
Well, I could have had you bring hot dogs and stuff down. I could have started a fire. Is it actually sending a request? I'm not seeing a request anywhere. Oh, what the heck? It's not showing me a request. I wanted to take me to my other live that I didn't get to do. And actually, I tell you what, if y'all don't mind, what I'll probably do is, we're at the 3 hour mark. I might shut this one down for a minute and then reload up another one. That way, I can try to get Dominic in here with us. Cause it won't let me send it on a request. Fresno, what's going on? If you go back about 35-40 minutes ago, you'll see a real nice fish. Real nice fish. 43 pounds. Y'all, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna go back live again for anybody who wants to come back in. I'll probably go back live in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. One, I'm gonna try to set up so Dominic can come in and fish with us.
And make a fire.
And I also need to make a fire for my daughter and to warm my feet up. So give me 5 or 10 minutes, y'all, and I'll be back live again.